People, it's a shame what the white supremacists are doing to our favorite sellout, Officer Tatum. You would think after 10 plus years of committed and resilient bootlicking, they would have a little bit more respect for him, man. I kind of feel bad for the dude, bruh. See, he's learning a hard lesson that we've been trying to teach him. And that lesson is nobody respects a sellout. They might use you as a token, but nobody respects somebody who would trade on their own people. So, of course, they were bound to disrespect you and turn on you at some point. You were never their friends, no matter how hard you tried to be. When it came to speech and rhetoric that violently assaulted black folks' right to just live, they was all on board. Like, they was all cool. They was on the same page. They was rallying together. But the unity is no longer a thing once the boogeyman changed. They did their number on black folks, bro. You could call a black man the hard ER on Twitter in public. Nothing would happen to you. You could violently call a 5-year-old disabled child the hard ER. You gonna get $700,000. They've done a number on black folks. So now there's really no point in like stomping on black folks some more. So now they found a new boogeyman. And with that boogeyman, though, there's some divide here. Because people like Officer Tatum, their only mission in life is to grift. It's the grift. So Officer Tatum was supposed to be united with these people on the far right. So when they look to their left and they see Officer Tatum is taking some dollars from BB, reportedly $7,000 per video, they now look at Officer Tatum how we look at him, a sellout. And now, oh, they're giving it to him, bro. Here is Nick Fuentes on Twitter recently calling Officer Tatum a word that black folks been calling him for decades. Well, a decade, I should say. Not decades. Right, let me not put some extras on it.
So.
Go Upper Nigga 6-7 sent $20. Brandon Tatum gotta be one of the biggest retards with his Israel stance. The guy had nothing to refute Myron. Myron hit him with fact after fact and he had absolutely nothing other than a disagree, and that's not true. Spoiler, it was true. Dude sold out to Israel for 5 bands in a Snickers bar. Pretty sad. Stay safe, Nick.
Thank you, man. Yeah, dude, he's a That is a straight up that's just what he is. He does it for free. He goes, I don't take money from Israel. I don't take money. Oh, you do it for free then? Wow. Wow. Good boy. Good boy. Wow. Good job. Good job, Ossifer. Ossifer, please. I can't breathe. Ossifer. Good job, Ossifer Tatum. You do it for free. Good boy. He's shilling for Israel for free. Don't even need to get paid. That's a good boy.
Julia Stomp sent $25.
The best.
Day 2 of asking Nick.
10 years of disparaging black folks, selling out and shucking and jiving, and this is what they call you when you're not in the room. They're just not doing it publicly, but trust me, they've been thought this about you. They was calling you this when y'all was on the same page. They're not just saying it publicly because you and them no longer agree. And the thing is, people like Officer Tatum will be so quick to say, oh, I never fit in because I always had a difference of opinion, so them black folks never respected me. They called me names. They bullied me for having a difference of opinion, yo. And that's why I'm MAGA now. Which, hey, listen, man, if you MAGA, be MAGA. Like, nobody cares that you're conservative or you're right-wing or you're MAGA. What people care about is you could be those things while still being proud of your blackness, while still not disparaging black folks, right? Officer Tatum didn't know that line. Yo, Officer Tatum watched a woman get shot to death in her kitchen, unarmed. The only weapon she had was a pot of water, apparently, which she ain't even pick up. He watched her get shot to death in her kitchen with no weapons but a pot of water, and Officer Tatum said the shooting was justified. There was no saving that man. Officer Tatum thought he was a white man, bro. He thought he had blonde hair and blue eyes in this country. Another white supremacist called Jake Shields, he quote tweeted this, and he says, how much do you think Israel pays this rack? You know what's next. I can't say it on YouTube, right? I'm trying to stay monetized. They're in plain sight letting Officer Tatum knows you was never one of them. Now, they're probably even more pissed off, to be honest, because from their perspective, bro, we knew you were a sellout when you turned on your own people, but we let you in the good old boy club. and then you gonna do us how you did black folks? You gonna turn on us how you turn on black folks? They must be irate right now. Now here's the thing, Officer Tatum, and this is where it gets even funnier, okay? And this always happens, by the way. While Tatum is getting assaulted verbally online, right? While they're calling him outside of his name, Officer Tatum then tries to rally black folks to stick up for him. The same black people that he has spent a decade disparaging, attacking, violently assaulting our right to just live. Those same black folks, he tried to rally behind him. He tries to utilize a mechanism that he spent a decade tearing down. Tatum then tries to weaponize cancel culture by using the word racist, or he tries to shame them for being racist, as if he didn't work tirelessly day and night to make sure that word means nothing anymore. So Tatum says, look at this racist in response to Jake Shields. They hate the Jews so much they start going crazy and showing their true colors. Homeboy out here calling a black man rat, cool. You know what that word is. What a coward. But Tatum didn't stop there. Tatum then begins to try to shame Jake Shields into being a racist by digging up old tweets. It sounds like a Democratic thing to do, right? Dig up old tweets to get somebody canceled. But that play don't work anymore, Tatum, right? Because of you. So Tatum tries to pull up old tweets to further shame and label Jake Shields a racist. So in response to Jake Shields commenting under that Officer Tatum post and saying, I'm not racist against blacks, but you are a textbook definition of a rat, you support genocide for blank. So Tatum thought he ate with this one. Tatum thought, I got him now, bruh. He reposted a screenshot with the caption, is this you, Jake Shields? Look pretty racist to me. And the screenshot is Jake Shields saying that he says the hard ER all the time. Now, Jake Shields is a white supremacist. Jake Shields is a racist, right? However, Officer Tatum thought that this was the Trump card. He thought it was 2020 again. Tatum doesn't realize that his decade-long bootlicking and the countless of videos that he made disparaging black folks for asking not to be called hard ER, for trying to cancel people, for disparaging black folks in public, for trying to create consequences, for insulting and calling black folks the hard ER and disparaging us and talking to us as if we aren't humans, you know, quote unquote snowflakes. Yeah, those videos you made attacking those black folks, Tatum, it contributed to a climate where this screenshot means nothing. It contributed to you tearing down the mechanism that was in place to deter behaviors like this. It no longer exists, bro. So this screenshot means nothing. If you're confused or don't understand what I mean when I say Officer Tatum contributed to destroying the mechanism that was a deterrent for white folks disparaging black people by saying the N-word, I got you. Here's a post of Officer Tatum reposting a video of Lily Gallus. Lily is a self-proclaimed racist. She calls herself a racist. She says she identifies as a racist. And it's a video of her saying the N-word. Officer Tatum reposted with the caption, was she wrong for using the N-word? 2 question marks. But then the grift and the shit goes beyond just asking. No, he then begins to defend her for saying the N-word and attacking black folks for being offended by it. Here is Officer Tatum calling Mark Lamont Hill emotionally weak and selective outrage for being upset at Piers Morgan asking Lily Gallus to repeat saying the N-word. Right? So he is protecting Lily Gallus' right to say the N-word, okay? So he goes, Mark Lamont Hill crying over the N-word slur while using it himself and calling a fellow black man another slur is peak hypocrisy. The problem isn't a word, it's men like Mark. So the problem isn't Lily Gallus, who's a self-proclaimed racist, saying the N-word in an attempt to rage bait. This is the intention, it's the rage bait, and to also disparage black folks. She's a racist. She calls herself that. Is Mark Lamont Hill for reacting to her saying the N-word, okay? The N-word doesn't bother me. It doesn't change my bank account. All it is an ignorant person using an ignorant word. Okay, cool. Now, Officer Tatum, if you guys remember, right, back in 2019, also Tatum, I'll be real, 2019, oh, he was bug dancing. Oh, he was bucking and jiving. Here is him from 2019. Okay, he says, let's talk about the word, the N-word. All of your favorite rappers say the N-word 1,000 times and y'all cool with it. Let me tell you this. 99% of white people who buys rap music raps the word and say the N-word in private. I guarantee you. So quit acting brand new. Here is Tatum defending another non-black right to say the N-word. Here we go again with the N-word double standard. If Cardi B can say it, Cardi B can't say it. She shouldn't be allowed to say it. Cardi B ain't black. All right? Gina Rodriguez can. Regardless of your opinion, you have to acknowledge the hypocrisy here, okay? You spent years tearing down black folks, attacking black folks who were offended at non-blacks saying the N-word. But when you get into a Twitter beef with Jake Shields, your long-term friend, your long-term ally, the first thing you do is try to expose that he has said the N-word. Newsflash, Tatum, he tweeted it publicly. You're not exposing him. You created the climate for people like Jake Shields to say the N-word without any consequences. That's on you, bro. And Jake Shield even acknowledges that. Jake Shield responds to Tatum thinking he had a trump card by exposing he said the hard ER. It's so poetic because it puts everything into context there. People like Tatum help move the needle all the way to the far right. And now they're trying to bring it back, but it's too late. You already let the... Jake Shields acknowledges this, okay? Jake Shields says, nobody cares about racism anymore, Tatum. All right? Nobody can... Hey, and Tatum helped created this climate, bro. All right? You could call... Listen, the moment Shiloh Hendricks got $700,000 from white folks, folks donated with their names on the donations, bro, to let you know that they don't give a damn what a black man thinks about them donating to a woman who called a black child who's disabled the hard ER. So he goes, nobody cares about racism anymore, Tatum, and I treat people the same regardless of race. You are just a rack, is which I call you a, I do think some races have more shitty people than others, but I'm not going to treat anyone bad because of race. Come on, bro. Listen. This is not our fight, people. Okay, you can't even be offended, bro. This is not our fight. Officer Tatum created a climate for people like Jake Shields to be able to say the hard ER as many times as possible, and then on the other side of their mouth say, "I'm not racist. I got black friends. I just think that more black people are more terrible than white folks, but I'm not racist. I just think that black folks have more shitty people than any other race, but I'm not terrible." Fam, Tatum, this is what 10 years of bootleg can get you, bro. All right, you get called the C word by multiple of your allies. Listen, man, I have no sympathy or empathy for Officer Tatum whatsoever. All right, this ain't our fight, man. Let him deal with these people on his own. All right, now, if you want to start a YouTube channel and you don't want to be, I guess, as subservient to racist like Officer Tatum is, where he has to spew racist talking points to get views, then click the link in my description. I pick one of my subscribers every month, and I do like a one-on-one coaching with you. It's completely free. I help you start a YouTube channel, or I help you grow on YouTube. How I grew on YouTube is my way of giving back. If you want to be a part of this or you want to get chosen, just sign up and leave your contact, and I'll contact you. If you're chosen, I'll FaceTime you, Zoom you, whatever. But if you're still watching and you like this video, click on this video right here to find out how NLE Choppa just got exposed for doing some pretty horrific things to his kids. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.